Why a creationist cannot support abortion. A Christian friend of mine who is an evolutionist told me that abortion is okay because the fetus is just tissue. Another friend who is a feminist said that abortion is okay because a woman has the right to choose what happens to her body. Both of these points of view ignore the fact that the baby is an individual in its own right with a destiny created by God. Abortion is simply the act of killing babies. Why would any believer think that this is all right? The root of the issue is that Satan has deceived the world into believing in evolution. People believe that a fetus is just a bundle of cells. In fact, some people still believe that a fetus in the womb goes through stages of evolution. For example, people will be told that the embryo goes through a fish stage because it has folds on its neck that look like gills. Perhaps they are told that the embryo is going through a monkey stage because it has a tailbone. The point of this is to show that the baby is not really human. If it's not human, then it's all right to kill a fish. This whole nonsensical theory of evolution in the womb was invented by a man called Ernst Haeckel in the 19th century. He produced a series of comparative drawings used in both biology textbooks and abortion clinics. Like Darwin, Haeckel was a racist who divided different racial groups into a hierarchy of descent. Papuans, Hottentots, and Australians, that is Aborigines, and their respective races, sitting on the bottom branches, and Caucasians with their several varieties on the top. Why anyone still takes any of his theories seriously is a mystery to me. Unfortunately, the theories of Haeckel and others like him have somehow seeped into the consciousness of ordinary people and caused them to believe that babies in the womb are not real humans. Feminists argue that the baby in the womb is part of the mother's body, and therefore the mother has the right to kill it if she wants. This is simply another manifestation of the idea that babies in the womb are not human individuals. There are many Bible verses that contradict this point of view. The one that speaks to me most is Luke chapter 1 verse 44. For lo, as soon as the voice of thy salutation sounded in mine ears, the babe leaped in my womb for joy. Mary, the mother of Jesus, met her cousin Elizabeth, who was pregnant with John the Baptist. When Elizabeth heard the voice of Mary, the baby responded in her womb. This simple meeting demonstrates that a baby, though unborn, is still both human and aware. The ritual killing of infants was something that earned God's wrath in the Old Testament. The inhabitants of the land of Canaan worshipped the god Baal and sacrificed their children to him, something forbidden by God. Jeremiah chapter 19 verse 5. They have built also the high places of Baal to burn their sons with fire for burnt offerings unto Baal, which I commanded not, nor spake it, neither came it into my mind. There has been a lot of archaeological research into ritual child sacrifice to Baal, also known as Molech, both in the Holy Land and in ancient Carthage, which was inhabited by Canaanites. The main reason for the sacrifices, numbering in many thousands, seem to have been as follows: to appease Baal in order to avert a crisis, cultic prostitution leading to unwanted children, population control. Carthage was too large for its agriculture to support. Handicapped children. Evidence from Carthage shows parents would sometimes sacrifice a so-called defective child. So the reasons for sacrificing a child to Molech or Baal weren't so different from the reasons people today have abortions. The child is unwanted and will cause a problem which can be solved by killing it. I googled the reasons why women have abortions. The top 5 reasons I came up with were not financially prepared, 40%, not a good time, 36%, issues with partner, 31%, need to focus on other children, 29%, interferes with future plans, 20%. If you get into an argument with someone about abortion, they usually say abortion is often necessary for health reasons or because the woman was raped. These are not the main reasons why women are having abortions. Women are having abortions mainly because the child is not wanted and the abortion is simply seen as a medical procedure. From a Bible prophecy point of view, this affects everyone, not just the parents. If a nation allows the killing of its own children, it will decline, just as Canaan and Carthage did. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 34. Righteousness exalteth a nation, but sin is a reproach to any people. When a nation turns from God and puts its own material well-being ahead of a regard for the sanctity of life, its decline is inevitable. Please pray that the tide turns against abortion in the UK and all other nations. Thank you for listening. If you found this video interesting, you can find more information at prophecy-workshop.com.